All right into it. Briefly, hope everybody's enjoying the Innovation Summit so far. It's been great. Thanks to Hike 2 and all my longtime colleagues there for setting this up. Jeremy for getting me roped in and putting up with me not having a headshot. It occurred to me far too late to use an AI-generated one. But when I was thinking about this, there's only so much you can do in a 5-minute slot. You can tell a good story, hopefully, maybe be entertaining. I don't have either of those, so we're going to go for a quick, pithy anecdote that maybe helps you think about how to think about innovation and AI, because for me that was the most natural topic for this summit, right? AI, it's a nascent technology, it's a new kind of paradigm, and that can be intimidating or challenging to figure out how to leverage that and predict what's going to happen. But in terms of innovation, that's where the biggest opportunities lies, these new kind of things. For me, a long time area of interest is kind of how we learn as humans, but also how AI and this new set of technologies is driven, kind of inspired by the human model of cognition. That's where it fundamentally differs from kind of historical modes of BI and analytics. And in some cases now we have the ability to actually kind of enhance or even surpass in certain areas those capabilities. So the interesting thing to me is the way that we, as humans, when we're learning new skills or applying knowledge or expertise, it's very different for novices and beginners. And in particular, people who are new to learning something tend to want to be very rules-driven, very analytical. It's that slow brain. It's that kind of like very in your head, a set of rules. It's like, okay, I'm learning, maybe you say I want to learn how to value a house and set a price. Okay, well, this house has some nice bricks, so it's worth more. Okay. So write that down. It's nice stone exterior, it's worth more. And it has a pool, okay, so it's worth more. But it's not in a nice area. Oh, not in a nice area, so it's not worth as much, blah, blah, blah. Right? And we build these sets and sets of rules. It's very literal. It's the way that we build software and systems historically. As we become experienced and become experts in an area, we make decisions very differently. It's intuitive. It's what Skip in his workshop called the second brain. He said we have a second brain down here that's much more powerful than the one up top. And that's something that historically we've thought about as being like hard to quantify and in some ways almost irrational. But I think what we have now is the ability with AI to understand that it's not something irrational, it's just something nonlinear. And as experts, that's how we make decisions. And the interesting thing to me is that's not even an evolution of the earlier learning we do. In some ways, I might be overselling the point. We actually discard those rules as we become experts. It was like a distraction for us to become experts. And now we have a technology that can emulate some of those capabilities. So the interesting point for me, I guess, the thesis is that AI can help us understand that as humans making intuitive gut decisions as experts, it's not irrational, it's just very powerful. And then when thinking about the ways we can innovate using AI and the set of problems that we can apply it to, as technology has always done, it advances and it allows us to apply to a new set of problems. It's what Kim was just talking about. And that's a good thing. It'll change how we work, what we work on, but hopefully allow us to focus our energies on more interesting and productive areas while enhancing other ones. So for me, knowing that I already have a personal experience that I can use to inform how to think about AI and where I can apply that in my business was kind of an interesting point. I hope you found it interesting as well. And thanks again for having me.
I'll just hold that, thanks.